Thank you, GPS.
Thank you, GPS.
GPS is my family.
To all of you who want to join, see you soon at GPS.
Go GPS!
Sun, our oldest source of energy. We can capture the power of sunlight and harness it to use in our own homes, businesses, schools, government buildings, and public utilities. Watson Energy, your one-stop solar solution. Sun, our oldest source of energy. We can capture the power of sunlight and harness it to use in our own homes, businesses, schools, government buildings, and public utilities. Watson Energy, your one-stop solar solution.
സർ ആദ്യത്തെ കാപ്പി അമ്മയ്ക്ക്.
പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടവരുടെ കൂടെ ഉള്ളപ്പോൾ പുതിയ തുടക്കങ്ങൾ ശുഭകരമാകും. അതിനാൽ മുത്തൂറ്റ് ഫൈനാൻസ് കാലങ്ങളായി ഓരോ പുതിയ തുടക്കത്തിലും വിശ്വസ്തമായി. മുത്തൂറ്റ് ഫൈനാൻസ് ഇന്ത്യസ് നമ്പർ 1 മോസ്റ്റ് ട്രസ്റ്റഡ് ഫൈനാൻഷ്യൽ സർവീസസ് ബ്രാൻഡ്. ഗോൾഡ് ലോണിനായി ഉടൻ വിളിക്കൂ 1-800-202-1212.
Thank you, GPS.
Thank you, GPS.
GPS is my family.
To all of you who want to join, see you soon at GPS. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Basketball League Kerala. We're all set for the last and final match of the day. A thrilling encounter up ahead of us. We have the Bisons from Kottayam all set to take on Warriors who are looking to tame the mighty Bisons. Calicut Warriors playing two games, having lost two, as the Bisons have seemed to create their rhythm and they have been the team to beat here at the Basketball League Kerala. Prime time matches, prime time performance from the Kottayam Bisons coming into this fixture. All eyes on that team. But let me tell you one thing about sport. Sport is unpredictable, it is funny, and we've seen how across any league, across any sport, an underdog can always get the better of the mighty teams. We're all set to tip off, and this match is underway. Calicut Warriors taking on the Kottayam Bisons. The Warriors wearing the white jersey, while the Bisons donning their standard red and grey. A shot to attempt, a second chance given. With the mask, he goes in for the layup and makes it. What a way to start for the Calicut Warriors. They need to keep the intent up. They need to keep the pressure up on the opposition. The opposition being the Bisons. Fading away, he puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. There's a drive all the way and a foul drawn. It's going to be exciting to see how these two teams go on about this match, because the Warriors know that they're up against perhaps the strongest team in this tournament. Everybody know this. The coach, I was talking to him earlier, and he was also telling that this team is very strong. It's because they found their rhythm and they are playing winning basketball over the last couple of days. And for the Bisons, they need to keep the same tempo. Sometimes you're winning games. It's important to not get in your head, as the Warriors lead this match 3-0 so far. It's handed off to Niyukt Salil, who was looking to play it forward, and a foul committed in the process. Altaf plays it over to the left. There's a stutter step. Once again towards the corner. The shot's launched. He falls short, and the rebound's going to be key for the Warriors as they get it. And they're going on the attack. Millen to the rim. No foul coming out of that. And it's Bison's ball. There's the extra bit of passing that they often love to do. And the ball rotation is so fluid for this side. There's the shot on the layup. A tough shot. And it's a missed opportunity for the Bisons as they look to open their account. Meanwhile, on the fast break, Calicut Warriors continue to score. And once again, it's Sachu, Maskman, Santosh with the basket. Looking to get the steal through. And a foul will be called in that occasion. Play resumes with 8:14 remaining in the first quarter. Rasin Biju finds his teammate, lines up the shot. A contested jumper is good. A wonderful shot. And the Bisons open their account. Take a look at the replay. You can see how he set his feet and went up for it, released it at the perfect height, along with the follow through to see it go through the basket. And something similar on the other side as well. From the corner, the Calicut Warriors connect from beyond the arc. This is Abhishek knocking down the three. Akshay now sees a lane, drives through it, loses the ball, still gets it back. And he finds Johan, who plays it over to Biju. Rasin Biju loses his balance. Johan now with the ball, puts it up and makes it. The shot clock was against him, but this is what the Bisons love to thrive on. Situations like this, because they are so good at shooting and they can shoot at any time. A great floater to get the basket. And on the other side of the floor, post play at its finest. It's simple for the Calicut side. They find their post, Nigel Jacob, and he's put it in to give his team a 6-point lead. Altaf up top, a lot of pressure on the ball, man. There's a great pass outside. Johan floats it up. This time it's an air ball. And a sloppy turnover from the Warriors. Bisons wouldn't want to trail for too long. And possession's back on. Fast break opportunity. Millen using the height advantage converts it on the other side. It's 12-4. And the Calicut Warriors are off to a great start. Prasin Biju gets stolen. Sachu Santosh there committing the foul. Prasin Biju to inbound. You got to love the intent with which the Calicut Warriors have come into this game. Bisons just yesterday blew out their opponents. And the Warriors are showing us why they are called the Warriors. Johan feeds his post. Goes in with the footwork, fakes, kicks it back out. Contested shot is good off the glass. And I go back to say how the Bisons have one of the most dangerous weapons in their armory. And that is the shooting. And the same applies for the Warriors. It's Sachu, the mask man, Santosh, making it from beyond the arc. The Warriors up by 9, and he gets a steal as well. First quarter, it's been the Sachu Santosh show. He's forced the Kottayam Bisons to call a timeout. And with 5 minutes and 9 seconds remaining, it's Calicut Warriors 17, Kottayam Bisons 6. A rare sight where we see a team forcing the Bisons to call a timeout. 17-6 is the score. Kottayam Bisons scoring 3 baskets, all 3 coming off of jumpers. We haven't seen a single drive into the basket or any shot of that same nature. While the Calicut Warriors have done it all, Sachu Santosh has been the highlight for the Warriors. Niyok to the ball. Johan Joji. What's he got in mind? The perimeter ball rotation is something that this team engages on quite often. And once again, it's played inside. He puts it up and it rattles its way into the basket. Right off the timeout, a coach is happy to see a basket coming through. The score now 8-17 with little over 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Goes in all the way to the rim of the glass, too strong on the finish. And a steal is what the Calicut Warriors are going for. Instead, they might concede one on the other side. No, they won't. The shot is missed. And the Warriors bring it up. Great pass under the basket. Nobody was watching him. And he will easily add on to his team's tally. It's 19-8. And the Warriors back up by 11. Quick handoff. Quite outside. Johan Joji. You see something different. Great pass to his teammate. And this is where your court vision is so important. Take a look at the replay. He was watching, he was waiting, and his teammate came in at the right place. It's 19-10, and here's Sachu, who plays it back out. There's the drive all the way to the rim, finishes off his left hand. And the Warriors now move to 21 with the Bisons at 10. Joan Joji. Neok Salil with the ball. Shoots over the defender, won't convert. And that's a sloppy effort from the Calicut Warriors, lazy in that occasion. It was an easy rebound and miscommunication between the players, leading to this instance where the Bisons are being given another chance. Ball to be inbounded from out of bounds, and there's a screen set up top. He goes in through the baseline. Good defense to get the stop, but they fail to get the rebound. And it's still alive for the Bisons. Clock is down to 3 seconds. Johan's got to get the shot away. If not, Neok puts it up. It's the rim. Calicut Warriors not allowing their defense to settle all the way to the rim. He loses the ball. 2-on-3. Bisons charging to the rim. Neok Salil will head to the free throw line and shoot a couple of free throws. Play resumes. And the shot off balance layup is good. Millen is taking charge out here. I was talking to the coach earlier, and we were talking about his height, on how in a category like this he would ideally be a post player. But coach told that he is actually a guard, and you can see glimpses of that guard coming out here. Calicut Warriors have had a great first quarter so far. They will look to close it out in the next 1:40. That's on the Sachu Santosh looking to find his teammate. Sachu, mask man Santosh, flies it over to the left. There's a drive off the high post. He makes the basket. There's a drive on the baseline, and the reverse layup is good. Neok Salil once again with great footwork to escape the defender under the board. And this is what the Kottayam Bisons thrive on. They force the turnovers on the other side, and they score to cause the damage. And now it's an 11-point affair. Johan gets the screen and a foul called. They had a foul to give for the quarter. Oh, take a look at that move. He pulls up to make it. Would have been a highlight play. And a fast break opportunity. Sachu Santosh, foul and the basket. An incredible first quarter for Sachu, mask man Santosh. Take a look at this. Fundamental basketball at its finest. He used his body, saw the situation. The player was running towards him, hung on the air, and easily converted it. Although he fails to convert the three-point play. We have last 17 odd seconds. Neok Salil spins, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound Warriors. Got a chance to score the last basket here. He goes in for the layup, fails to convert. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. An exciting game of basketball as the Calicut Warriors have come in with a lot of surprise, putting the Kottayam Bisons to test. At the end of the first 10 minutes, it's Calicut Warriors 27, Kottayam Bisons 14. Second quarter is underway, and teams introduce new players into the fray. Warriors look to start off with a shot from beyond the arc. They fail to connect. And it's once again Kottayam Bison's possession. They're down 13. A bit unusual, but this is where they will slowly climb back into it. A three-pointer to start the second quarter, and it's a 10-point game. A well-taken shot. And the Warriors now should not feel the pressure of conceding a three. It's bound to happen. And this is where the Calicut Warriors are going to be put to test. Will they get intimidated by what the Bisons have to offer? The Bisons, being a shooting team, will definitely shoot. The Warriors will have to remain like Warriors if they want to see this game through. Hazi now with the ball. Quickly passes it off, goes to his position. And the shot clock is wind down. Now the Bisons are slowly getting their foot on the game. And that sounds scary from the Warriors' point of view. It's well fed onto the post. Great pass to the cutting player. And this is the turnover that Warriors were looking to get. Back-to-back turnovers on both the sides. Once again, it's going to be Warriors ball. Speaking of the first quarter, the Warriors scoring 83%, 66 from beyond the arc. That's a great intentful move. It leads to the rebound and the shot. Try guarding him if you can. It's Albi Bitta who bullies his opponents. Take a look at this. You should take a picture of it. 4 defenders watching him, not able to stop him. And it's an 8-point affair. Rashik with the ball. Feeds it to the high post. He takes on Albi Bitta and makes the basket. Size doesn't matter. Mohammad Jassim with the basket. And the Warriors back up by 10. There's a drive along with the minors. Jake shaking up the defense. Jake shakes them up. And he's going to go to the free throw line. John Kochi Jake with his first points of the day. And he completes the 3-point play. And we're at a 7-point affair as Calicut Warriors will bring the ball up. Shiva Surya hands it off to the high post. There's the extra pass to the corner. Drives through his lane using his body, puts it up and makes it. Fundamental basketball at its finest. It's Shiva Surya converting this time. Bisons look to respond with a 3. And we go back to the same question. Why are you leaving the Bisons shooters free? It's the second 3-pointer for Ravi Krishnan Srihari. And Bitta playing importance on the defensive side. But coming back to how the Bisons have hit 2 3-pointers, the same player being left alone, getting the good look and converting. This is something the Warriors will have to take note of. 6-point affair, ball to be inbounded by Shiva. He gets it to Jasim. There's the pass to the extra player on the corner. He falls short on the attempt. And it's going to be Bison's ball. Kottayam Bisons on the front. Srihari waits for options. Is he going to wait for the screen? He goes the other way. Finds his teammate who's taking on the defenders. Plays it to the corner. There's the fake along with the shot. Fails to connect. Haroon with the rebound. He goes to the rim. Won't get the finish. And here come the Warriors. He's got a chance to pass. He goes up himself and makes the basket. And this is why he did not want to pass to his teammate. Surya Kiran goes up himself, gets the foul, and will shoot a free throw to complete the 3-point play. Nicely taken. And it's a 9-point affair once again. Haroon with the ball. Switches on the defenders. Goes up. Along with that, he misses. Albi with the rebound. And an easy finish for Albi Bitta. Just take a look at him, how casual he is. So easy and so powerful. Calicut Warriors now on the forefront. Jasim to the rim. He's blocked by Bitta. Pereira hands it off. There's the drive to the rim. And 2 throws, says the official. Haroon's confidently attacking the board time and again. Mohammad P. Haroon. The first quarter, the Bisons converted none of their 3-pointers. That is surprising. They're a side that's always shooting. And imagine, I think this is the first game in this season where the Bisons have not been able to score a 3 in the first quarter. But of course, it got fixed soon after here in the second, where they hit a couple of them. We're back to a 7-point game. Jasim driving through the left and he draws the foul. Ball inbounded from the baseline. And the shot under the board is as easy as it looked. This time, it was Ashik who opened the scoring. And a block attempt has resulted in a foul. The Warriors had a foul to give. They will be wary here on to avoid going over the limit. Albi Bitta once again. In this occasion, he'll not see the ball go through the net. And the Warriors just slowing the game down a bit. There's the pass under the board. Jasim was left alone. And this time, he is fouled. He was left alone for a bit. And I think that happened because Albi was stuck on the other side of the court because his shoe came off his foot. You always want to tie your shoelaces. And he still seems to be stuck back on the offensive end. The first free throw is good. I hope the Warriors know that there is a player all the way behind. Albi Bitta won't be coming in to line up at the free throw. It looks like he will, after all. Misses the second. Great offensive rebound. Would have loved to see it go through the net. But instead, we see the Bisons coming up on the attack. They're down 10. And he loses the ball. A steal coming through. And a layup as well on the other side of the floor. It's the Warriors throwing the challenge onto the Bisons. Harun now calls for the screen. Gets some space, puts it up. Won't convert. Warriors looking to play that quick game, and you can hear the staff once again telling slow, slow, slow. They want the team to slow the game down and utilize every set play. And here a foul is drawn again, and this is perhaps why the coaches urge the players to go in for the set play. Bisons had a foul to give. Coach, meanwhile, Siji Jose calling for a timeout. With 2:50 remaining, this is the Sunday primetime matchup between the Calicut Warriors and the Kottayam Bisons. Bisons down 12. An out of bounds throw leads to the open player in the corner once again, setting his feet and shooting but missing. It's Bison's ball yet again. Harun has initiated most of the moves. Plays it over. There's the extra pass to the corner. 3-pointers too strong. And here you can again see how coach is telling the players to avoid going for a fast move as the ball was thrown all the way here. This is why the coach is telling the players that we want you to play a slow game. We're playing a slow game. There's no need to play in a hurry. Good defense to get the stop. Haroon is contained in that occasion. Once again, driving through the right. It's going to go back the other way. A lot happening here with a minute and 45 seconds on the clock. Bisons will look to reduce this gap before they bring in their best five in the next quarter. There's a screen set. Nothing much coming off of it. Jake was the intended target, but the pass has gone way off the target. Surya to inbound. A minute and 20 seconds remain. Calicut Warriors would love to see this off heading into the halftime break with a convincing lead. 12 points won't be enough against this Bison side. Sets his foot, lines up the shot. It's an air ball and a technical foul has been issued. It's against the Bisons. And I'll be bitter. We look at the replay and perhaps get a better understanding. Can't fully see it, but I'm sure the official has his reasons. Gonna be a free throw with no lineup along with possession. That's the penalty for being the victim of a technical foul. He misses the first. All right, because of it being a jump ball situation, it's going to go back to the Kottayam Bisons. Looking to feed the post, instead feeds the opponents. And the Warriors are slowing the game down, taking their own sweet time to close this out like this. And there's a steal that's unfurled as well. Once again, to all our viewers watching this game, do enjoy the Basketball League Kerala brought to you on all your screens. Feel free to come to the Rajiv Gandhi Indoor Stadium. There's the pass over to the corner. And there's a steal, which is of no good because it's still alive for the Warriors. Not for too long. Do come down to the stadium and enjoy the atmosphere brought to you by the Basketball League Kerala. A lot of you threw in predictions, a few predictions. I've interacted with a lot of people watching. A few predictions came in for the Calicut Warriors. Funnily enough, it was something that we might see happen with a few seconds, just two remaining, and the Kottayam Bisons would love to finish the half with a basket. They will need a quick shot. Haroon to receive it. He puts it up and will not see it go through the net. At the end of the first half, it is the Calicut Warriors who've come in, making a statement by taking on the strongest side and heading in to the halftime break with a 12-point lead. With two more quarters of basketball left to play, it's the Calicut Warriors 41, Kottayam Bisons 29.
sun, our oldest source of energy. We can capture the power of sunlight and harness it to use in our own homes, businesses, schools, government buildings, and public utilities. Watson Energy, your one-stop solar solution.
Welcome back to the second half of this matchup. Kottayam Bisons taken to surprise by the Calicut Warriors, who've not won a game so far. It's a team that's unbeaten versus the team that's only been beaten. And this is why they've come in with so much hunger. What a way to start the second. It's Pradeep Abhishek knocking down the three. And that's his second three of the night. Niyuk now feeds the high post. Goes in towards the rim, kicks it out, finds Haroon, who knocks it down. No, he won't. There's the rebound collected, along with a shot directly at the rim. A top finish of the offensive rebound for the Kottayam Bisons. And both the teams start the quarter with quick baskets coming in. That shows that they are ready to go hard this quarter. Bisons will look to come back here. And they will turn eyes to their biggest weapon, that is shooting. Haroon drives through the left to the rim, draws the foul. And he will head to the free throw line. This is Mohammad Haroon. 5 points so far. He's got a couple of rebounds as well to his name. Well taken trip to the free throw line. It's 32-44. Calicut Warriors up by 12. Millen now has returned into the game. Plays it to the high post. Back to Millen. Oh, ankle breaker along with the shot. Can he complete it? Yes, he can. A highlight play of the day from Millen. And he connects from beyond the arc once again. That's his 8th point. And his first three-pointer. And there's a steal coming through as well. Millen heads to the rim and takes his team to 49. The Bisons down 17 and they get the steal again. What a start. It is Sachu with the basket. And speaking of Sachu, that's his 13th point. He's played barely 12 minutes in this match already. He scored 11 in the first, scoring 100%. And he keeps it at 100. Here's the steal coming through. Another turnover for the Bisons. And Sachu, masked man, finds his post, who's cutting in, who is blocked. And possession remains with the Warriors. What a sequence we've had over the last 45 seconds or so. The Calicut Warriors have woken up with some sort of aura, some sort of energy that has stunned the Bisons. And this is where the Kottayam Bisons are also being tested. They've never been in a situation like this. The ball is inbounded by Sachu to Millen. Millen back to Sachu. Sachu moving towards the rim. This time he's blocked. He gets it back. Spins with some sequence. Unfortunate as it does not fall in. And the Bisons bring it up again. Great pass inside. Over to the post, who draws the foul. Mohammad Altaf. He was the player of the match yesterday evening. And he will shoot free throws. Mohammad Altaf with 2 points so far in the second quarter. Given his ability, he would love to see himself score more. Altaf at the line. Will convert that one. The Bisons now cut it short to 18. It's going to be an uphill task, but not impossible. Sachu floats it over to the left. There's the drive. Long pass to Sachu on the other side. Sachu dribbles through, goes up. Brilliant pass. And that is the most exquisite play of the match. We're getting to see it all. Sachu lost his balance, went up and under to find his teammate under the board. This is top quality basketball. in the Sunday primetime matchup. 20-point lead. And who would have thought we might possibly see the Kottayam Bisons getting blown out? It's not happened, of course. There's plenty of basketball left to play, but if the game were to end now, a 20-point win was never thought, especially with the Calicut and Bison side going up against each other. 6:25 remain. Millen drives through the middle, kicks it out. Quick shot is good from the corner. And the Calicut Warriors, courtesy of the three from Pradeep Abhishek, that's his second in the quarter, have now gone up to a 23-point lead. And a foul will be called for that challenge from Jacob Nigel. Seemed to be a good block, but the official saw it from a lot closer. First free throw is good, and he will look to make it 2 of 2 from this trip to the free throw line. Second free throw, he fails to convert. The rebound is somehow gathered. Pradeep Abhishek bringing the ball up, finds Sachu. Sachu looking to shake up the defender. Screen is set for him. Floats it up on the screen and roll. And possession will remain with the Warriors. This is why we always say basketball is very unpredictable. Finds the open man for 3. Does not hit the rim. Prasin Biju controlling the game for the Bisons. And the ball is lost again. Sachu up front on the fast break. He makes no mistake. And the Warriors are up 58-34. A 24-point lead. Yes, you heard that right. The Calicut Warriors, the side that's not won a game so far, is putting the challenge on. Pressure defense on the ball man. Quickly hands it off. Millen shows off his footwork, goes behind the back all the way to the rim, draws the foul and makes the basket. Highlight plays from Millen. And he continues to have a stellar performance today. Jose Matthew Millen. We saw him earlier engage on an ankle breaker before putting up the 3, and now he is shooting to complete the 3-point play, which he does. And the Calicut Warriors are up 27. Haroon driving to the rim, draws the foul. And free throws for Haroon. It will be interesting to see how Bisons decide to go from here on. Four and a half minutes remain here. Calicut Warriors are cruising at the moment. Sachu again getting past the defender, but this time he is denied. Mohammad Altaf just letting him know that it's not going to be so easy. It still remains at a 25-point differential. And a long pass to Millen. Millen tightly guarded. He commits a violation. But speaking of violation, take a look at the scoreboard. We saw something similar yesterday when the Bisons were playing. And today, something different happens to the best of teams. Score now 61-36. Looking to penetrate. And he loses the ball. The Calicut Warriors now are having the game of their lives. 25 points is the difference at the moment. A quick pass, screen set up top. Looking to engage on the screen and roll. Well read by the Bison's defense, but not so well read by the offense. They get it back though, 4-on-2. Quick pass, he is blocked. Millen getting the slightest of touches to block the shot. Pradeep Abhishek with a wonderful pass to his teammate who misses the shot under the board. And they steal it back and lose it again. Prasin Biju is fouled. And they are over the limit, which is why it's going to be 2 free throws for the Kottayam Bisons. Free throws for the Bisons. They fail to convert. The ball goes out of bounds. 2 minutes and 48 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Calicut Warriors 61, Kottayam Bisons 36. And one has to wonder, nobody predicted this. I got a prediction from someone named Anita who told me that the Calicut Warriors will win this match today. And here they are doing justice to that prediction. We have 2:20 remaining. And it's a reciprocation on the score line, 63-36. Harun now weighs his options, finds the open player, he puts it up and makes it. Finally, after a drought of not being able to shoot, the Bisons connect from beyond the arc. It doesn't help their case much, but it sure does help. And they just look to slowly get their way back into this game. 3-on-3, but he loses the ball. But it's going to remain with the Bisons as the officials just have a word before they declare what that call was. Harun now off balance, won't make the basket, but is rewarded with a couple of free throws. (63-40) is the score line. As a foul is drawn, the Bisons have a few fouls to give. And if you look from the Bisons' perspective, 23 points, let's say they cover 4, maybe 5 here in the third quarter. Within 20, we've seen 20-point comebacks in basketball in the fourth quarter. And if I were to choose one team to come back from 20 points, it would be the Kottayam Bisons, given how they can shoot the ball. But they're going to need stops. Sachu with a brilliant pass under the board, an easy basket. There's the minus. He drives in, kicks it back out. There's the Euro step. Too strong on the attempt. Long pass. And there's 3 seconds separating the two teams, the two clocks to be precise. Millen with the ball, tightly guarded, and a foul call. They have another foul to give apart from this, which is why they won't mind. Millen now weighing his options, crosses over the player all the way to the rim. He is denied. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. It is 65-40 in favor of the Calicut Warriors. For those of you who predicted that, you may continue celebrating. Meanwhile, the Bisons will try and formulate a strategy to get something out of this match as we wait for the fourth quarter to come your way. I take a glance through the stat sheet of this matchup. Very interesting to see how the Calicut Warriors have been shooting 62% and also shooting 41 from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, for the Bisons, they're shooting just 25% from beyond the arc. A team that's relied so much on shooting, for them to have such low numbers, that is where it is coming back to bite them. And in terms of turnovers, 13 for the Kottayam Bisons. The Bisons also getting 6 more offensive rebounds. Meanwhile, the Calicut Warriors have gathered all of their defensive rebounds, 17 of them. It's funny how it works proportionately for both the sides. But let's see how they play from here on. Kottayam Bisons coached by experienced individuals, having Mr. Sunny on their bench. We've seen him coach the Tamil Nadu side. He drives through the left, steps back for the deep two. The shot's not falling for the Bisons today. A bad shooting day, perhaps. And a bullet pass was attempted. He does not find his teammate, though. Prasin Biju shaking up the defender. And he's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 3 free throws. Ball advanced by the Calicut Warriors. They're sitting on a comfortable 25-point lead. And I think they're also working on their points difference because they had a couple of defeats prior to this. And here they are playing to make up for that. Neok Salil plays it to the open man who lines up the shot and makes it. Richard Pereira making the basket. 43-35, 43-65 in favor of the Warriors. Bullet pass to the corner. He puts it up, fails to connect. And it still finds its way back to the Warriors. Not for too long. And the ball's turned over. It's going to go the Bison's way. The official telling the players to play for the whistle and stick to the decision, which is protested by the players. Rasin Biju with the ball seems to have lost it for a bit. And there, Altaf with some contact draws the foul. And it's time for him to shoot free throws and try and make it a 20-point game. Should he convert both? Nicely done to make the first. Altaf at the free throw line makes it 1 of 2. Rebound being fought for, but the Bisons not coming out of it with the ball. Calicut Warriors will play a slow game from here on. Sachu Maskman Santosh was exquisite, just like this. Again, he drew the defense to him and found the open player onto the board. And that is how simple basketball is, my friends. You hear coaches say basketball is a simple sport. And all you got to do is engage on simple moves. Just like this three, Salil Niyukt made it look so easy. And I'm sure it was a simple attempt for him. And it's a 20-point game with 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. And a violation, perhaps, as the official just waits to clarify. It's not a violation. It's going to remain with the Calicut Warriors. And a timeout called by the coach as he chooses to have a word. With 7:13 remaining here in the fourth, Calicut Warriors up 20. Should ideally close the game out from a situation like this. But basketball being basketball, you never know till the very end. An air ball from the Warriors. And Johan brings the ball up, finds Prasin up front. Prasin Biju pulls up from the elbow and makes it. And after a while, we're seeing the difference being 18, 67-49 to be precise. Sachu Maskman Santosh has dictated the game for majority of it, and he continues to do it. Driving through the left, switching hands in the air. And we're back to a 20-point game. Gets some space, plays it over to the corner once again, finding the open man. This time he fails to connect, but the offensive rebound's collected, and the shot is blocked. Millen with the block, and he quickly passes it over to Sachu up front. Sachu back to Millen. Millen taking on the defender, draws the foul. He's gonna take it from out of bounds. Six minutes and 10 seconds. Plenty of time to cover 20 points, but it's not going to be a cakewalk. Quick and bound. Deep three is attempted, fails to connect. And here they come on the front. Drives through the baseline. And he eventually finds the basket. Altaf makes it an 18-point affair. 5:40 on the clock. Calicut won't mind conceding as long as they continue to score. Millen sets his foot, puts it up. Too strong on the attempt. And well kept alive for the Warriors. Millen loses the ball. $18-point game. Warriors will look to utilize this possession to its fullest. The shot clock's winding down. He steps back for a deep three and makes it. Sachu, the mask man, takes his team up to 72. Johan lines up the three, fails to connect. Somehow back with Johan, finding his teammate open, and he knocks it down. 54-72. Bisons still showing that even though they're trailing, they continue to keep their consistent shooting on as a weapon. Meanwhile, an easy basket from Jacob Nigel. Johan here losing the ball. That's been the story for the Bisons today. Not an ideal day for them. There's a quick pass. Extra bit of rotation. Sets his foot, puts it up off the glass, can't get it to go. It's Bison's ball again. And they will turn it over. It's just turnover after turnover for them. The clock's winding down. And again, a miscommunication in the Bison's dugout. But I think they should just look at this game as a day to forget. Simple as that. A day to forget, perhaps learn a thing or two. Sometimes the good teams need to face a few defeats to understand things a bit more as it gets a bit heated between the players. Coach is quickly intervening and asking the players to stay calm and not get in the moment. .240 on the clock. Kottayam Bisons will play for their score difference now. New York over to the right. A lot of contact, but no whistle. Some dribble show from Millen, gets it back. Plays it through to the middle. There's the drive coming inside, puts it up and makes it. 76-54 is the scoreline. Nuke Salil gets some space, lines it up. Won't see it go through the net. .53 seconds along with a minute is what we have on the clock. Long pass to the left. Drives inside all the way, off the glass, won't get the finish. And the Kottayam Bisons in transition, keep the pace up, and a block attempt is no good because the layup, along with the soft finish, was sublime. But Santosh, for the missed block, he makes up on the other side. It's a 22-point game again. The mask man, Sachu, has been putting up a stellar performance so far. Of course, Millen also put up a very good performance. He had a couple of highlight plays. Ball inbounded quickly. It's played over to the corner. He steps back. Sachin showing off a sequence. Finds Millen. There's a pass to the extra bit player under the board. That's their 80th point. Calicut Warriors with their best performance so far in the season. Kottayam Bisons with their worst as we head to the last 30 seconds. Kottayam Bisons on verge of facing defeat for the first time this season. And who would have thought it would be a blowout loss for them? They often blow teams out, but here they are going to settle for a 24-point defeat. Should this shot go through the net? It will not. And with 3 seconds remaining, I think the Bisons will just accept their fate and keep it on. However, the Calicut Warriors live to fight another day as the team that hasn't been able to win so far this season gets their first win against the favorites. A blowout victory for the Calicut Warriors at full time. It's Calicut Warriors 80, Kottayam Bisons 56. A great day of basketball comes to an end. 9 amazing matches. And the table has gotten a lot more interesting. Do follow our socials to get a better understanding on those. But soon enough, tomorrow at 7 a.m., we will be right back with Basketball League Kerala action. Final score here at the Rajiv Gandhi Indoor Stadium. It's Calicut Warriors 80, Kottayam Bisons 56.
Sun, our oldest source of energy. We can capture the power of sunlight and harness it to use in our own homes, businesses, schools, government buildings, and public utilities. Watson Energy, your one-stop solar solution.